Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on just everything. Let's just be honest. So a couple of days ago, I put a post on my community tab just asking, yo, have you got any questions about Flash, Arrow, anything in general? Just leave them as a reply, comment, whatever you want to call it, at the under it. Am I speaking English? Anyway, under the post, if that makes sense. So a Q&A. So we're doing that. But to start off, I actually am going to be doing a giveaway in this video. I actually have the physical thing in my hand I'm going to be giving away because I'm going to send this exact same thing. So essentially, it's a flash pop. Just realized the price tag is still on it. Anyway, don't know why me looking at it before didn't say so. It says, okay, so we're giving away the Flaw. Okay, so this pop figure of the Flaw is the DC collection Jim Lee thing. I don't know if you can see he's like running on ground with lightning coming out the back. So it's like the comic version. So I'm going to be giving that away. All you have to do to be entered into that, you'll receive this literal thing in the mail. I'll even write "We Are the Flash" or something on the little number tag thing, if we're going to do that. Anyway, so to enter that, all you have to do is leave a like on the video, be subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. What will we do? Just let me know your favorite thing about The Flash. We can be the TV show, the character, anything. Favorite thing about The Flash, leave that as a comment while leaving a like and being subscribed, and you're entered for that giveaway. And yeah, so it's the exact same thing. So I'll put this on the side so I don't touch it throughout this video. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first question comes from Stefanog1738, who asked, do you think Barry's suit will disappear since Nora would have never gave him the ring? Once again, terrible at English. It's a possibility. The thing is that my thing around time travel is, if anything comes back that wasn't necessarily like it technically should, because the logic around time travel is that anything that was brought back by like physical by a person that's time traveled and then doesn't exist anymore in that future probably should disappear as well, which would include the suit and the ring. Any knowledge that Nora gives to everyone here should stick around. Any knowledge and stuff should stay there. The big issue around the whole it disappearing is the Reverse Flash stuff. So as you know, like his suit stayed there in the time vault, and like all of his different things from the future stayed there. Even Gideon stayed there from the future. He brought that back. You got to remember, he brought all of that back. So technically, when he disappeared, that should have disappeared as well. So if we're going off the logic of the show, if I'm speaking English, they should stay because all the Reverse Flash stuff stayed as well. The next question comes from John McCarthy, who asked, if Cisco gave up his powers, why is Thorne always talking about what Vibe does in the future? It's essentially, and I think it just simply comes down to timeline change, like little timeline changes. Like the main thing is the Cicada stuff. Maybe because Cicada appeared here and Cisco was involved. The whole metahuman cure came up again, which then allowed Cisco to go down that route, where he, took his powers away. So it's just time-wimey stuff like that. In that base timeline and all that stuff where Thorne was talking about Vibe in the future, all this stuff with Cicada and the changes around that wouldn't have happened, which wouldn't have affected Cisco. So that's probably the reason, I guess. Once again, I don't like when the show, or at least Todd Helbing, handles time travel because he doesn't know how to handle it. But I think that's the best explanation. If you want to give a better one, let me know in the comments. Bryson Duff asked, what kind of Wells do you want to see next season? And honestly, I don't know, because I liked Sherlock. I like Sherlock. Yeah, I like Sherlock. And who thought we'd get that type of Wells? Who thought it? Like, that was random as hell. A Frenchy sort of detective Wells. I don't think we ever thought we'd get that. We're not going to get Harry again. You could argue, okay, well, maybe it's just going to be the Reverse Flash Thorne Wells, but that would just be for Crisis. That is going to be there the whole season. I'm intrigued. Hopefully it's not a memey one. Like, HR was funny, but too much of a meme. So hopefully just like one that fits the season. I think that's the best way. I think that's why Sherlock worked, because he fit the season, he fit the story of the season, and not just like dealing with Cicada, but also stuff with Nora. Like, he fit a lot of the storylines for the season. So the Wells that they want to do next season hopefully does that as well. Brian Romero asked, when will we... I can't speak English. Will we see the return of Thea Queen in the final season on Arrow? I would say yes, but I wouldn't say like she's going to be a consistent player in that final season. I would expect her to show up for the final episode, or maybe Crisis, or both, one of the two. She left, I think that like the actress left the show for like particular reasons around the show. So I don't think she'd come back specifically for that. She was in an episode in season 7, season 7 of Arrow, yeah. But I think they filmed that literally in LA. Like, she didn't have to fly to Vancouver or anything like that. Like, they filmed it in LA, in like a random room. Like, she didn't have to go anywhere for it. So she didn't have to interact with any of the people in Vancouver on the show. So yeah, I'd expect to maybe be in the final episode, but I guess it's up to the actress unless it's in her contract. I don't know. Royal03 Boy asked, do you think they'll bring back the accelerated man and explain the purple lightning? My personal theory is that the purple lightning is stolen speed by someone who's not supposed to have it, but no idea, lol. I would hope so, because Accelerated Man is just one of those characters where everyone's so intrigued by him. Like, his suit is so comic accurate. I know the comic isn't big, like, his section of the comic universe isn't big, but it's so accurate, and it just looks intriguing. It just looks cool, and we never got to see a lot of it. Like, we've seen him twice in that, that season 3 episode, and then season 4, when he was literally ran on screen, you didn't even see him for like more than 2 seconds. So I would like to see more of him. I don't know if there's a specific reason why they don't want to use a lot of him, but maybe Crisis, that'd be cool. In regards to the purple lightning, they said, like Todd Helbing said in season 5, we would learn why Nora's lightning was purple and yellow. And it wasn't because of the whole Barry, like, because Iris had purple lightning when she was a speedster, and then Barry's got the yellow lightning. He said it wasn't because of that. He said it was for a completely different specific reason, and we never learned it. Or learned it. I don't know, we might. Purple lightning, I think, is just maybe like it's unnatural speed, if that makes sense. So it's like stolen speed or something along those lines. If you have any better ideas, let me know. Beaner Schnitzel 01 asked, would you consider Crisis, why am I speaking like a weird American? Would you consider Crisis as Arrowverse's Endgame? I'd expect, like, if like Arrowverse did like Darkseid War or something, that'd be like the Endgame sort of thing. Like Crisis on Infinite Earths, when you compare it to Marvel, is something like, what was that one they did like a couple of years ago in Marvel Comics? Someone might be able to remember, to let me know in the comments. It was like, it wasn't Secret Wars, was it? What was the one where like everything sort of like, everyone, like all these people started dying and then they came back, and then people from like that were dead came back? It was a couple of years ago. It was a fairly big event. I don't think people necessarily liked it that much, but that type of stuff happened. But I guess in regards to scale, you could say that. But in regards to story, I would say no. But scale, I guess. Hodor asked, what are your thoughts on Stephen Amell, aka Oliver Queen, being the Red Death? Since Arrow only has about 10 episodes, do you think it's possible for Oliver to show up as a villain on The Flash? I think if Arrow was still going and was still going to have like 2 more seasons or something, I would be okay with it. Obviously, it'd be a massive workload for Stephen Amell. But because Arrow's ending and we know Oliver's going to die, I would actually really hate it if they did Red Death this season and Oliver was going to be Red Death. I would hate it because you're ending the moment with this version of a character being a hero. Next minute, he's this maniacal villain as well in the exact same season. It just sort of takes away from like whatever he might do in Crisis. If they do it like 2 seasons from now on The Flash, which sort of links up with the next question we'll do, fair enough. But doing it straight after, it's a bit dodgy. I wouldn't like to see it. I wouldn't mind seeing it further down the road, but in the same season, I wouldn't like it at all. Starfish asked, do you think that now that the Arrow is ending, that it will affect the ending points of both Flash and Supergirl? So by this, I think they mean like, okay, because Arrow is ending in season 8, does that mean that Supergirl and Flash have like a cap on where they can go? And my logic around it has been the Flash is the most popular show on the CW. So I think it would always match whatever Arrow did, but it does depend on Grant Gustin. Anyone else on the Flash show could leave, but if Grant Gustin is like, yo, yeah, I think I might move on, then the show has to end, obviously. And the same goes for Supergirl and stuff like that. And that's what's happened with Arrow. Stephen Amell wants to move on from the show and just spend time with family instead of being, cooped up in Vancouver for like 9 months a year or 10 months a year, whatever it is. So it just depends on the actor. Like the show will keep going. If it keeps getting ratings, it will keep going. It just depends on the main actor. Like Arrow could have gone till season 10, 11, 12 if it wanted to, but it just mattered on what Stephen Amell wanted to do. That's just what happens with this TV stuff. As long as ratings are there, they'll keep on going. So that's really the answer. It just matters how long Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist want to keep doing the shows. Bam Brian asks, thoughts on the new Flash Season 6 suit? Do you think it'll be better or worse? I don't know. I think it's the Flash season 6 suit will probably be very similar to what we're going to get in season 5, that we had in season 5. Sorry. So I think that the main thing, and I think it's the only thing they need to change, is that head area. Like that head area is not good. It's not a good thing. That helmet thing, it looks really odd. So that's the thing that's the main thing, and I guess the only thing they need to fix. But I heard earlier today, that they're starting filming for the Flash on July 2nd, which is about, what, 3 weeks away, roughly? Just over 3 weeks, or just under 3 weeks? I'm not doing the math in my head right now. So it's around 3 weeks away. So you would think we would see some sort of set photos within that first week or two of the new suit, if there's going to be a new suit. They could just stick with the Flash season 5 suit. It's important to remember, in season 2 and 3, we had the exact same suit. It was the exact same suit, no changes. So they might do the same for season 6. Might stick with the season 5 suit. And then the last question to finish it all off, Naruto0076 asked, I'm so sick of the 2056 message coming up. It was just a stupid tie into Flashpoint. It's pointless now, which I agree with. If you're listening, stop asking about 2056. They've confirmed it was just there for Flashpoint. That aside, do you think the MCU XMen universe will completely reboot with new actors slash actresses? I wouldn't mind if they kept James McAvoy as Professor X and Michael Fassbender as Magneto, but the guy that plays Cyclops isn't a good Cyclops. Not a big fan of the guy that plays Nightcrawler. Not a big fan of the actress who plays Storm. She's hot, but don't think she's a good Storm. Yeah, I think like the younger actors, if they were going to move these actors over, keep, the older cast, like that first class cast, but the younger ones, maybe recast them, because I don't think they were the best and didn't fit the characters that well. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. As I said, just leave a like, comment with your favorite thing about the Flash, and be subscribed to have a chance to win that pop of the Fla. Hopefully there's, I don't know, whatever, the Fla. Yes, the Fla. So yeah, do all that. Yeah, I'll catch you on my next video, guys. And yeah, goodbye.